I'm a pilot and I've been flying, doing some instruction, and over a week period I felt a slight pain in the left knee, especially on the inside of the knee, slight pain. And then after about a week, one morning, about 2-3 in the morning, I woke up with this knee that was in agony. It was really painful. And the day after, I had to go and do a flight. We were busy doing an international film. And I was in trouble because I couldn't move this leg. It was so painful already. So I put a knee brace on and hoped that that will help, and that didn't help. So then my wife said to me, it might be inflammation. I drank Cataflag. Yes. But no improvement whatsoever. So okay, if it's not inflammation, then it could be nerve. So it took a very strong pain pill and no change. So now I'm in trouble because the next day I must fly. Then I went back to programs that I received way back on the old CellQuicken system of knees, looked through all this and whatever, and then I found one that says knee repair. Yes. And I took that program and I wrote it over to the Royal Bio. I think it's 3 programs of 6 hours, or just over 6 hours. So I total around about 18 hours. And I've done that 18 hours, 3 programs the night before. But before I started running the programs, I couldn't put my leg, if my ankle went off the bed, I couldn't get it back onto the bed. It was so painful.
So it was practically your ligaments connection to the knee, and that because you cannot control.
Yes, it must be. I wasn't sure, but it was so painful. I couldn't touch it. It was so painful. If I just slightly touch it, it was so painful. And like I say, if the heel went off the bed, I couldn't get the leg off the bed, or I couldn't get it on again. It was just incredibly painful. So then I ran the 18 hours, the 3 programs of 6, and then the next day I could actually, with a brace that I could fly. I could bend the knee. It was still stiff and a bit painful, but it was not remotely what it was. And after the flight, I came back and I ran the next 18 hours. And the next day I didn't know about any pain, anything.
Did you run this 6-hour periods consecutive, or you can interrupt and carry on?
No, I did 6 hours, and then I had to load the next 6 hours again. So I ran the next 6 hours again.
So yes, so you can loop a new program in a new.
Yeah, I had to do. Unfortunately, I couldn't write it as a total 18 hour because
of course, you have life in between.
Yes. So and I didn't pause it. So what I did is I ran a 6-hour one, and then if I saw there was time, I did the next 6-hour one, and then so I basically ran all 18 hours consecutively.
Fantastic. It's a great improvement. And your back pain, what you were mentioning just now, do you think in any way is related to your knee pain?
Now I have a feeling, I was actually during the helicopter the other day, and because it was over wet ground and so on, I actually put a lot of strain onto my back, and then it was like the muscle is going into spasm, and I could feel it, and I actually ran at home. I was running muscle spasms, and I can't remember how long that is. It's a 3-4 hour, whatever the case might be. And it's gone. There's no.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I only put it on now by joking, saying I'm nervous off cameras.
Let me tell you, it is very serious. As soon as we feel pain, that is really a serious thing for a person, and we just want to find that magic button. And here it is. This program or this machine which solves everything is really literally like pushing a button and gone.
It is. I mean, I'm very impressed with all the results up to now, everything that I've done. I've actually had a case with a tooth abscess, and it was so painful. Same story, that the strongest medication they give you for pain from the dentist didn't work. And then I went and I worked on the programs and I started looking for dental jaw infection and abscesses and all those. And I wrote my own one. And within a half an hour from the time it was running, the pain was gone. There was no more pain. And then after that, I think it was also about a 2 hour, 1.5, 2 hour program. No more problems after that.
How did you write your program? By using combinations?
No, I actually...
You do...
What I've done is I've picked on what was all on the programs itself, said jaw infections, pains, all those sort of things. So then I combined...
You combine it?
Yeah, I combined that. But all still related. I didn't go, like Raymond was explaining to us today, that there's other circles that you also have to look at. I just focused directly onto the jaw and the pain and the abscess and infections and everything like that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your help.
Okay.